COPWATCH, policing the police every single day.
Whoa! Whoa! Ah! You mother... Why the fuck are you looking at your phone, officer?
I got a text from a fucking another officer here. Give me a second.
You motherfucker. Oh. 396. God damn it. Why are you texting? I don't care if you're texting.
I wasn't texting. I was looking at my phone.
Either way.
Yeah, I know. That was my bad.
Why are you doing that in a turn?
I wasn't paying attention.
Officer, holy shit, dude. Ah. I can walk. How's my arm look?
Your arm's fine.
How about this one?
You're fine. There's no abrasions. I see the abrasions you got right there.
Jesus fucking A. Got one here. Right. You got band-aids?
Yep, I do.
I guarantee you my frame's cracked.
Bicycles.
If you're wondering what happened after this, he called in the Missouri State Police because there would be a conflict of interest if he filed his own report. So Troopers Green and Toos from the State Police showed up. They did the accident report. I had paramedics check me out, did a refusal for the ER because I was basically just scraped and bruised. I am feeling incredibly sore right now, and I'm going to get checked out by a doctor within the next day or two. And as far as what's going to happen to this local police officer, I don't know. He did have to get breathalyzed and piss tested as part of a procedure. I don't know if any charges or tickets will be levied against him, but that's it for now, and the bike is most likely...
Watch, cop looking at his phone plows into cyclist sitting at a stop sign. Shocking video caught on a bicyclist's helmet camera shows a police officer plow into him because he was distracted on his phone. By Matt Agarist, July 27, 2018. Peculiar, Missouri. A rather shocking video was uploaded to YouTube this week by a cyclist wearing a helmet camera who filmed a distracted police officer ram him head-on as he waited at a stop sign. Officer Wallace with the Peculiar Police Department was looking down at his phone while turning left and never saw Joe Foss sitting there on his bicycle. As Foss sat at the stop sign, waiting to turn, his helmet camera showed him looking right and then looking left. All of a sudden, Officer Wallace, driving his police SUV, marked Unit 396, turns left into the wrong lane and slams into Foss, who couldn't get out of the way fast enough. Whoa! Whoa! Foss screamed as Officer Wallace looked down at his phone, clearly not paying attention to where he was going. "You motherfucker, you were looking at your phone, officer," says Foss as he gets to his feet. Wallace opens his door and immediately gives the excuse that he was f***ing looking at a text from another officer, as if this makes plowing over an innocent bicyclist acceptable. 396, Foss says, recording to officer's unit number. He then looks down at his Scott bike, which appears to be twisted and broken. "Why were you texting?" Foss asks the officer as he approaches him. "I wasn't texting, I was looking at my phone," replies Wallace. Either way, Foss retorts. Wallace then does something police officers rarely do. He admitted he was in the wrong. "I know, it was my bad," said Wallace. "Why were you doing that in a turn?" asked Foss. "I wasn't paying attention," Wallace replies. The two then assess Foss' injuries and note the damage to the bicycle, saying, "The frame is cracked." Foss then explained that Wallace made the decision to call in the Missouri State Police to investigate, as there would have been a conflict of interest if he filed his own report. According to Foss, Troopers Green and Fuse showed up and filed the report, and he refused the trip to the ER because he said he wasn't that hurt. However, Foss says that the next day he was in much more pain. As far as what happened to Officer Wallace, Foss explained that he did not know. He did say that Wallace was given a breathalyzer by the state police as well as a urinalysis to see if he was under the influence of any drugs or alcohol. Whether or not Wallace received a traffic citation of any kind is a mystery, as Foz was not informed of the outcome. In the state of Missouri, according to state law, text messaging and using a handheld mobile device while operating a motor vehicle is prohibited except as otherwise noted. One of those exceptions is for authorized emergency vehicles. The Free Thought Project reached out to the Peculiar Police Department to inquire about the punishment, if any, that Officer Wallace received or will receive. However, we have yet to hear back from them. Officer Wallace certainly handled this incident better than the last story TFTP covered, in which officers were seen plowing into a cyclist. Heinz Rodriguez, 26, was minding his own business as he rode his bicycle down 43rd Avenue in August of 2015, when an unmarked police cruiser came out of nowhere, causing him to go flying off of his bike. When the officers got out of the vehicle, instead of making sure this man was okay, they fabricated a story, assaulted and arrested him. Luckily with Foz, this did not happen. Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County, and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.